Okay. Okay, it is live. It's going live now. Okay, Bismillah. Okay, folks, welcome back. We're looking at standard form, clip 135, grade B. Okay, come on, ladies. Okay, guys, change the following to normal ordinary numbers. So we're going to have a look at that first. That's the easier part of standard form. Again, I'm going to make up some of my own questions to keep it a bit more exciting. So we have, for example, we have a 3.3 times by 10 to the power of 5. Now, when we change this standard form into a normal number, what they mean is they want us to do this. So I'm going to copy down the 3.3 underneath. So I've got space to do my working out. And that 5 here is indicated, because it's positive 5, I've got to move to the right by 5 jumps. So here's my decimal point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we do now, we copy the number down underneath. Ladies, are we okay now? The giggles have gone. Lovely. So where we have an empty jump, we fill it with a 0. Okay, we drop the decimal point down at the end. Now, so we've got looks like 330,000. But the decimal point is always at the end of a whole number anyway. So that actually decimal point, even though we put it down, we can actually get rid of it. We don't need it anymore. And that actually is our final answer for that particular question. It's nice and straightforward. Positive number and the power means moving everything to the right by that number. Okay. But let's have a look at another question where we're going to be moving towards the left. So let's have a look at we've got question number 2. Let's say, for example, we've got 7.03 times by 10 to minus 3. My version is going to be 6.04 times by 10 to the minus 4. Okay, now again we have to interpret we have to interpret what? The power. Now the minus 4 indicates to us that we're not moving the decimal point to the right hand side, we're moving it to the left hand side. So let's copy down the number. Someone will move to the left. I need to copy this number down slightly over here. So I've got room on my left hand side. So, okay. Now I'm going to grab the decimal point. And we're going to go 4 places to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we drop the decimal point here. So now we copy everything down underneath. When I say copy, I mean literally copy down. So we got 4 here. 0, the decimal point is gone. 6. We have an empty jump here, that's 0. Another empty jump here, that's another 0. And another empty jump here, that's another 0. Now the number is not quite finished yet, because the number reads 0.000604. So even though we can say that in when you talk about it, what's missing from our final? How do we need to finalize it? Because it looks incomplete. Put another 0 in at the front to make the decimal number sound and look absolutely beautiful. And that is the end of that question. So we know now the positive numbers are moving right, negative numbers are moving left. We're filling in zeros, we're putting extra zeros when we need them. Okay, lovely. Right. Okay. Right. So we're gonna pause the video there for the moment, and we're gonna move on to give you some examples. Okay, folks, here comes the answers now for those questions. I'm gonna pause again now. Okay, right, we're going live now, folks. Okay, changing numbers to standard form. Now, standard form has the format. Okay. A times by 10 to the power of n. That's the standard form. So A. So in your standard form, you have a number at the front times by 10 to the n. Now that number A must be greater than or equal to 1, but it must be always less than 10. So the first number in the part of a standard form can never be 10 or more. Can never ever be 10 or more. If it is, then it's not standard form. Okay, are we paying attention to that, Madam Afida? That's what A is. Now, n is your power. If n is positive, okay, what's that telling us? That means we got a big number, okay, and it is negative. So the big numbers, and it is negative for small numbers. When we say small numbers, we talk about numbers which are less than 1. Yeah, like no point numbers. So when it's a positive big numbers, anything more than 1 is kind of a big number. 300, 20, 30, 40, any number. A positive number bigger than 1. Right, let's have a look at some of the questions now that we can look at. So we have they gave us a 360, 520. Let's start off. Let's do our own one. Let's do 560. Now 560. Where's the decimal point currently? At the end. But when we're going to do our A, this number, so we need the decimal point to be where? Over here. So we need the decimal point to be here. So 5.6. Okay, and then we're going to multiply it by 10 to the power of. Now, how many jumps do we need to do to get back to the original number? How many jumps? 2. So 5.6 times by 10 to the 2. It's very simple coding. How we change the number? Go on.
But isn't it minus 2 to get back?
No. Now the decimal point is currently here. We have to put it there, and to get back to our original number, we have to go forward.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we have to go forward to get back to our original number. So that's why it's positive. That's there. Okay, let's have a look at another big question. So, for example, we have here now, say 473,000. Now, currently, the decimal point is here, but we want it to be there. Yeah.
The incorrect for 473 times 10 to the power of...
Absolutely, because the first number must be smaller than 10. So now the number decimal point is here. It's currently here, but we need it to be here. So now let me rewrite the number for you. So we now have 4.73 times by 10 to the power. Now if I put the decimal point here, I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps to get back to where the decimal point was originally. So we've gone to the right. So this power here becomes 5. You don't need to put plus 5, that's just for emphasis. Okay? As the number's getting bigger. Okay. It's only a fly, folks. Please don't get that excited.
It might not fly.
What was that?
There's a hand.
Oh, okay. Are we happy with those big numbers? Yes?
Yeah.
Happy with those. Let's do some small numbers now.
And then when it's standard form.
Okay, here we go.
So this should be between 1 and 10. Yeah. At the moment, the decimal point is here. This is a big number. So you've got to see how you get there. So do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Here we go.
It's 4.73.
Right. Here's our 2 small numbers now. What we need to do now, folks, are we looking? Pay attention. Our decimal point is currently where? It is here. But we need it to be here. So when I write my number, it will be 6.13. Because we need to get the decimal point in such a position that when we reread the number is between 1 and but less than 10. So 6.13 times by 10 to the power of 9. If I put the decimal point here, I've got to go 1, 2, 3 to go backwards to get back to my original number. So that'll be minus 3. Now if you look at this number here, the decimal point is currently where? There. That's what the decimal point is currently. But we want the decimal point to be here. Because now the number will read 1.3, which is less than 10. So I'm going to just write the number actually slightly this way because I'm going to crash into the end of the screen. 1.3. Now if I put the decimal point here, I've got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 back. So you put the minus 6 to indicate that we went backward, went that way to get back to the original number. Okay, we're happy with that? So then with the 4 example questions there, the green ones covering large numbers and the blue ones covering the small numbers. Okay, that's the end of this particular part of the video. We're going to pause it and I'll give you some couple of questions to do and then we'll come back in a bit. Okay folks, here are the answers. I'll put them on the screen for you to